Come on, dear brothers, we are always asked how to achieve spiritual purification, because there are many people who say, I want to know the truth. But to know the truth, the first step before knowing everything is spiritual purification. It's that all the prophets in the Holy Quran say, first, what the prophets did was purification. They purified the works of the people from their companions so that they are able to receive the truth. It's that in the meantime, a person has to have their works done. We can say it's a devil's impurity. For example, in the Holy Quran it says, drinking alcohol is a devil's impurity. So, in the meantime, a person who is consuming this alcohol, that alcohol prevents them from getting closer to the truth, to draw closer to God. Do you understand? So, on that spiritual path, the first thing you need to do is abandon sins. The main capital sins that need to be abandoned, we've always said it, but we're going to say it again. First is alcohol, which is the devil's impurity. It will cloud your mindset and intellect. So, during that time, you want to know the truth. Abandon alcohol, inshallah, for the rest of your life. Also, stop drinking alcohol, never consume alcohol again, beer. Abandon it. What else? What hardens your heart is blood, consuming blood. In the 7 commandments of Noah, in the 10 commandments of Moses, and in Islamic laws, it is absolutely forbidden to consume blood. Jesus never consumed blood. The apostles of Jesus never consumed blood. On the contrary, in the practices, in the devilish rituals, to comfort the demon, they consume blood. Why? Because a person, when they consume blood even once, will have a hardened heart for 40 days. And that prevents you from knowing the truth, let alone recognizing the truth. Even if you know the truth, you don't have that power, that will to recognize the truth. So the second thing is to abandon blood. In your food, abandon blood. Where is the blood? In the meat that you consume, because the meats sold in the market are meats that have not been sacrificed. These animals, according to Islamic ritual, retain the blood within the meat. So all that meat is devilish. It inspires the power of the demon and hardens your heart. It prevents you from knowing the truth. In other words, it's a spiritual obstacle. So, leave that meat from the market. Fewer pigs? The pig is quite dirty and it will impurify everything. Pork is worse than everything else. Yes. So the meat, the blood, the pig? Well, if at any time you find meat sacrificed by Muslims that is halal, that's fine. No problem. But more than that, no. What else? There's another sin that you also know about, which is the sin of the flesh. The sin of the flesh consists of 3 members. In the eye, in the ear, in the genitals. Abandon the sin of the flesh in all 3. What does this mean? Lust comes from the gaze and also from listening, and the result will be fornication, adultery, which will dirty your spiritual life. And from that, from fornication, humanity has come to abortion, which is the murder of its own child. It's horrible. So, on that spiritual path of your purification, to later prepare yourself to know the truth, what you need is to abandon that sin. So, that sin, it's a set of works: dancing, music, a lustful gaze, listening to erotic things, talking about these things, and along with these practices, all of that needs to be abandoned. That guy who's going to dance while handling the girls, I don't know, a pool where the girls are always around, any place you go to, we can say, don't expose yourself to the sin of the flesh. Stay away. Stay away from all of that. What else? There is a mortal sin that closes all the doors of heaven, and it's called mistreatment of parents. That has been prohibited in all the sacred books. And for the evil that is to be said, that work is so evil that it will dirty all your spiritual doors. It will close all the doors. So be kind to your parents. Very kind, very generous, very nice, very submissive. Do it. Do it all. The joy you bring to the hearts of your parents is the key to spiritual life. Bring joy to the hearts of your parents. You're introducing the key to open the doors of heaven. That's right, the joy. You bring to the heart of your dad, your mom, your grandma, your grandpa, and then after that comes the aunt. I don't know, uncles, relatives, siblings, nephews. Mostly the kids in the family, your children, your wife, I don't know. Close relatives. First the parents, then close relatives. When you, with a lot of love, care, and service, treat them in a way that you can bring joy to their hearts. That's the key, dear brother, to bring joy to their hearts. More than anything, the children, the more innocent, the better. More than anything, the believers in your family, with some gift, with kindness, with some service, with whatever it is. When they are very, very happy, God will pour out His blessings on you. And one of the great blessings is that it will open the door to wisdom. What you seek is to know the truth. Now you have doubt, but you won't have doubt anymore. God is going to show you everything for sure. Doubt comes from sin. What else? Let's continue. Look, dear brother, do you need the light of God? Connect with the light of God. What does it mean? Talk to God in intimacy for a while in the morning, preferably before sunrise. At noon, in the afternoon, at sunset, and before sleeping, 5 times. Talk to God. Aren't you Muslim? No problem. Do it with your heart. Talk to God. Talk to God. Praise God in your heart in whatever way you want. In whatever way you love. If you've learned the Islamic prayer, perfect. If not, in whatever way you can. Talk to God sincerely. Talk to God. Ask Him to guide you. And commit to God that if you know the truth, you won't reject it knowingly. You won't reject it because of difficulty on the path to the truth. What else? And now, the study begins. Everything we've said was just an introduction. And now it begins that if you have purified your intention and your work, now the study starts. Where do you suppose truth is? In the Bible, start reading the Bible. In the Holy Quran, start. Do a parallel study, start from 0.0. From the Bible and 0.0. From the Quran. In another book, go ahead. No problem. Seek the truth. Because God says, whoever fulfills what they know, God will teach them what they need to know. God has committed it to you. It's a true promise from God. Whoever fulfills what they know, God will teach them what they need for their path. Do you need to know the truth? God is in charge of teaching you, but with the condition that you have a good intention. You purify your actions and start doing it. Do not oppress others, because to oppress others, especially the poor and the defenseless, to oppress others, close the doors of heaven. It means you will no longer receive mercy from the Lord. Be very careful with that. Do not oppress animals. Don't oppress. If there's a dog, don't hit it. Don't mistreat animals. Try your best not to kill, not to take the life of even an ant. I'm talking about a very mystical concept with you. The mystics did not take the life of animals, not even an ant, nor a fly. Do your best not to kill animals. No animal. So are you going to see this spiritual change? Totally. Totally. I promise you. And many who did found it, with certainty they found the truth. And you are no exception. Since God has given you an inner prophet, it's called the intellect, and the conscience is just a matter of purifying your work. And from that, you will see that everything will change. So get to work. Purify yourself and find the truth. God bless you. Don't doubt that all of God's prophets started down that path. And whoever seeks the truth risks finding all the truth they are looking for. The key is to want it, and you will find it. God bless you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessing of God be with all of you.